Hi guys, how you doing? This is part 2 of the video that I was just talking about previously in the other one. Basically, last year, on my birthday, December 9th, Sagittarius, shout out to all Sagittarians, I met the MCPON, Master Chief Petty Officer of the Navy, Master Chief Stevens. Definitely a cool Master Chief. He was very, like, how would I describe him? He was nice. He was like really nice, and I even was able to take a picture with him, which I'm not able to pull up right now. But he was like a really nice guy. Like I was a PAO, part of the Public Affairs Association. Well, officer, but I'm not an officer. I was part of the team itself. So I was just following him around, seeing that he like gives out awards to people, and it was a really big event because it was the first time that, well, not the first time, it was the first time in a while that he actually came to Meridian, Mississippi. Definitely kind of miss Meridian a little bit, but he was nice. He was nice. The Chief of Naval Operations, Admiral Greener. He is a very nice guy as well. He actually came out to Lemoore today, and he did the enlistments for everyone. Well, not everyone. Well, whoever was re-enlisting. He did the re-enlistments, and he was very kind. Like he allowed the family to come up on stage, and he gave each and every family member, whether it was someone who was elderly or whether it was like a baby. Well, he obviously gave it to the mom, but he gave them all the Admiral coins, which was kind of what I wanted, but I wanted it for the wrong. I wanted it for the wrong reason, so the Lord didn't provide it for me. But whenever people did, he did give out coins to everybody. Also, he allowed people. It was a perfect timing for people to come out and just ask questions, and he came out and whatever questions that people had, it was dealing with like a lot of different things. It was dealing with the PFA. I'm not PFA, but like the all like the weight process and like the matters concerning the PFA for like people like measurement wise and stuff. Also taping. There we go. I was looking for that word. Taping. Talked about the situation with overseas, and I don't really want to say much about it, but I mean it is gonna come out eventually. What else? What else did people ask about? It was actually a whole bunch of questions people were just asking. Somebody just went up there and just asked, "Hey, why did you want to be, Admiral of the Navy?" Like, why? Like, no. Military bearing. That is actually one of the biggest things that I actually wanted to address as well in this video, because it annoyed me so much when people did not stand at attention talking to this man. Like, it's definitely a matter of respect when you look someone directly in the eye, and then like, especially when you're in the military. For the Navy, I know that it's when you stand at attention, that's when you actually like speak and like you address the officer and you always salute. And for the Marines, you stand at parade rest. So I kind of got the gist of it a lot when I was in Meridian, being that I dealt with the Marines and being that I dealt with the Navy as well. But just a matter of like formality and military bearing, knowing when you're supposed to address somebody, or the particular way you're supposed to address somebody. Like when you're granted, there are some people that, like you can joke around and stuff, but there's also that line of professionalism, because there still has to be like a boundary between, like, I've been working since I was 14 years old, and even when I didn't get along with my head librarian, when I was working in the library, when I didn't get along with the cashier, or like even like with certain managers, it's all a matter of using your chain of command and learning to address people the way that it's supposed to be addressed. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I feel like a lot of people lose that military bearing, obviously, because of when you hang out with people, they do something, and it completely changes your viewpoint on them. But at the same time, you have to learn to swallow your pride and just like learn to let certain matters go and like not affect like the workplace, depending on what it is. There are plenty of people that I know that will completely disagree with me and completely agree with me. So feel free to make any type of like commentary towards that. But yeah, when they didn't stand at attention, it really made me angry. A lot of things make me angry when people like don't salute. I did that once, and it was like because I totally like I made a mistake in like completely forgetting that I was outside. Like, I kid you not, I was walking towards like one of the administration buildings when I was in A school, and I saw the officer, and I'm just walking, I'm like, "How you doing, sir?" And he just like, "I'm good." And he just kept walking. He said, "So what, you're just not gonna salute?" I was like, "Oh." I was like, "Oh, good afternoon, sir." "Oh, you don't salute indoors." Obviously. One of the main things you'll probably learn when you're in boot camp. So, that, wanted to address that. And yeah, so the Master Chief, CNO, and military bearing. Just the officers, even if they just became an officer, it's still a sign of respect to salute when need be, because they are higher ranking than you. But some people let that rank stuff go to their head sometimes, but that's a different matter. But it's still a matter of respect. Like, no matter what, you show respect. Just like how you don't say your parents' names in front of you, well, in front of them. Well, you don't call your parents by their first name, basically. You don't do that. My dad would kill me. He would beat me to the ground, to this day, and I'm 22. About to be 23. Oh. Okay, anyway, if you guys have any questions, concerns, or comments about the MCPON, the CNO, what he said at the brief, or any matters, just leave it in the comment section. And military bearing, if you guys have any questions, concerns, or comments about that, just let me know, and I'll answer it to my best of my ability. Alright, see you guys. Subscribe. Moonlight Princess 91.